Good afternoon, everybody. I am Susan Ries, Associate Dean for the Quinlan School of Business and the undergraduate program, and I am so pleased to see so many of you joining us today. It is a beautiful day in Chicago, Thursday, May 7th, and I so wish we had been doing our ceremony at 11 o'clock today. I drove to Lakeshore campus today, everybody, from my home, just to see how gorgeous it would have been for us. And it would have been my honor and my pleasure to welcome you into Gentile Arena and to be reading all 599 names of those graduating this spring. This is certainly not how any of us could have envisioned how your end of your Loyola career was going to be back in the fall of 2016 when so many of you joined us in what was a great, great fall semester. And we loved having you in our home, the Schreiber Center. That had been our home for a year, and we were settled in and loved sharing our space with all of you. And we are just so pleased to see the accomplishments of so many of you. I know many of you have jobs that you're waiting for. I hope many of you who are in between will think about the opportunities ahead that we offered you from Loyola and stay with us for another year or year and a half, because we do have more education that we can offer you. This is just a piece of what we want to do to celebrate you. You've all worked really hard. You will have your degrees. Yes, I will post them. Don't ask me when, but I will. And we will continue to be in touch and talk about how we will continue the celebration. I know that Special Events has been in touch about a possible scenario in August. And I think all of you know that we're just waiting to see what kind of events can take place with large numbers past 50. And when we can, we will, because we do want to celebrate you. We're thrilled for you. You finished strong. You rallied around the events in March when we had to move online. And you did the best you could with the circumstances that we were all thrown. And I thank our faculty who are, I know, on this Zoom with us, and that they rallied and they did the best they could with what we threw at them when they had to turn their classes around in less than a week. So congratulations to the class of 2020. This is our sesquicentennial. It was supposed to be a major, major celebration. And so please celebrate with your families. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and the grandmas out there. That's what this weekend is about. Celebrate your students who are now alumni of Loyola University Chicago. We're thrilled with you. We're proud of you. And we wish you all the best in the years to come. And I would like to turn this over to Professor John Kielb, who many of you had for various classes in the management department. He's been my suite mate since we moved into Schreiber Center, and loved having you in the suite, John. So please take it away.
Thank you, Susan. I'm going to speak for just a little bit, probably 2, 3, 4 minutes at most. I did not record how much time, but that's kind of how it's going to feel to all of you. And I'm going to do it in 2 parts, a little bit about myself, very little, and the rest of it about some comments for you guys. So hello, Quinlan seniors. Okay, I wish I was with you right now. For those of you that don't know me, my name, as Susan said, is John Kielb. I have been a full-time executive instructor in the Quinlan Management Department. For others on this Zoom that do know me, you would have probably experienced time together with me in either Management 201, Org Behavior, and/or the capstone course, Management 304. Quickly, prior to teaching, I had 30 years experience in packaged foods, came to Loyola, earned my undergrad from the University of Minnesota, and you may say, who cares? But the main point is, I received my MBA from Loyola University. My time at Loyola has filled me with a sense of personal purpose in sharing forward my 30 years of business experience with many of you that are on this call right now. Clearly, I have been blessed with the opportunity to live out my second career, spanning over 7 years at Loyola in such an ethical and noble institution. I'm very proud to have been here. All right, over to you guys. Like most of you, my time at Loyola is ending since I am retiring at the end of June. Like yours truly, I am certain that each of you feel our spring semester's new, listen close, mutual, infamous adversary, COVID, caused our last act at Loyola to be morphed into a paradigm shift affecting teaching, learning, and positive energy. Yet even this has not, listen close, and will not result in any one of us losing sight of our purpose, our personal goals, and our future aspirations. Take note from this 60-plus-year-old human. This too will pass. Listen now, some advice, take it or leave it. I believe we and humankind will have learned from this experience the real value of compassion, respect, empathy, self-worth, and the value in all other human beings. I suggest you leverage this social distancing time for self-reflection and empathetic listening, albeit remote, with others. Focus on enhancing your emotional intelligence skills for your work in the world of business, nonprofit, or government in the years to come. As future managers and/or leaders, the true measure of your success will be if you are viewed as putting people first and everything else second. In conclusion, over the last 4 years, you demonstrated passion, initiative, and energy with your academic achievements, with the work many of you have done in the community, and/or with activities in the field of athletics. I simply want to say to you how very proud we all are of you as you embark on your next stage of your brilliant careers. From my heart, best wishes on much continued success in your personal and business endeavors. Now I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Stacy Neier Beran from the Department of Marketing, who would also like to offer her congratulations.
Thank you so much, Professor Kielb, and all the best wishes to you for your retirement. Thank you for your service to all of us. We're grateful to know you and to have learned from you. Hi, everyone. My name is Stacy Neier Beran, and I am with the Department of Marketing. I have been teaching with Loyola full-time for 12 years. I honestly cannot believe it's been that long. I'm also a double alumna, so I'm particularly overjoyed to be here with you all today celebrating all of the successes of the class of 2020. I have to admit, I love graduation day. It is probably my favorite day of the entire year. I just love it. I love everything about it. I love putting on the academic regalia. I love sitting with my colleagues on the stage in Gentile, cheering everyone on across the stage. It's really quite magic. And one of my favorite parts of that event actually is when the student commencement speaker approaches the podium. I love that moment when the student commencement speaker gets to the podium. I always am starstruck. I'm in awe of the pure courage and fearlessness and bravery that it has to take to be a student commencement speaker. As an undergrad, I could never give a commencement speech, never. I would never have enough courage. I would never have enough bravery for it. I just know it. So even though we're not there today, I have to admit, I see some similarity between what we're doing today and what we might have been doing if circumstances were different. I have seen pure bravery from the class of 2020. I've seen you always, always choose courage over comfort, no matter what was thrown at you over the course of these past few months. I have felt your bravery. I've felt it vibrate right through Zoom. And I'm so grateful to have been able to journey through this semester together with each of you. So yes, commencement is one of my favorite days, but I also have another favorite day. Many of you who have been in my engaged learning classes might know what that day is. It's day one. Day one. We have come to our engaged learning classes with a day one culture. And what that day one looked like for everyone was coming to your learning experiences with curiosity, with empathy, with optimism, and with vulnerability. It wasn't always easy, but we always came to the classroom with those 4 cultural values, day one. And I learned more about day one even this semester. Like many of you, you've probably been taking shortcuts and trying to abbreviate things and just maybe find some loopholes just to get through. I actually started abbreviating day one. It's only 6 letters. It's actually not that much to write out, but I found myself just scribbling D-O, standing for day one, D-O. And all of a sudden, the simplicity of the acronym really struck me. Do, day one. It boils down to 2 letters that spell do. As Jesuit-educated leaders, you have been trained to take action. You have been doing day one values this entire time. Do, day one. You know how to take action. I have seen all of you do countless community-based projects. I've seen you do service for Chicago Ideas Week and Chicago Fair Trade. I've seen you do full-scale business plans for micro businesses in the Rogers Park community so that those business owners can also do better for their communities. I have seen you do large-scale projects for tremendous institutions like the Shed Aquarium. You have been doing and taking action this entire time. Day one, do. You're trained to take action. And I know that you will continue to take action as alumni. With heads for business and hearts for the world, I truly congratulate all of the day one actions that you as a class of 2020 will always take as a part of our Loyola family. And with that, I want to turn it over to Dean Kevin Stevens of the Quinlan School of Business, who will share our official toast to the class of 2020. Dean Stevens.
Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Susan and John. And welcome family and friends, and most of all, graduates. What an extraordinary and unusual day, yes? As a matter of fact, I could think you might have a more colorful phrase to use. So sometime today, stick your head out the window and tell the world what you really think about this. I don't think even St. Ignatius would mind some colorful speech. Like my colleagues here, this is the best day for us every year, something I look forward to. I even miss shaking 599 pairs of hands. I wish I were doing that. And we look forward to a real celebration. You may know every year we have a fabulous takeover of the Schreiber Center. And the purpose of that is to honor the graduates, and it's also to honor their families, their parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters and friends. So when we get to the other side of this, we're going to have that party, and we're going to see you again, and we will celebrate. I also encourage you to stay in touch with us. We know this is a difficult job market. We are here to help. We are launching soon a robust mentoring platform and alumni connection platform. We will keep you in the loop, but please feel free to reach out to me, to Susan, to John, to Stacy, to anybody that you want to. And I'm sure though John is retired, he will still be a Loyola, no doubt about that. Let me tell you something. 50 years ago, I started at Loyola, and I belonged to a book club. 14 of us in the book club, 13 of us went to Loyola together. And we graduated together, and we're still friends because we share the values you've heard others speak of. So I know the dorms closed down in a hurry, and a lot of people didn't get a chance to say goodbye. You will be back with your friends and colleagues. You will be back with us soon. Let me say 2 more things. Something I'm going to steal from our president, Joanne Rooney, where she puts a hat on. Now, this is not just a White Sox hat. It's also a Loyola hat. So President Rooney has a habit of tipping her cap to the graduates, which I do here. And now for the toast. What I wish most for all of you, stay well, God bless you, and go Ramblers. All our best.
Go Ramblers. Thank you so much, Kevin. Thank you to all of our panelists. It was great to hear from John and Stacy. And John, we wish you so much of the best in retirement. We will really miss you. And students, now alums, be well, stay well, families stay well. Look for your Loyola email. We'll be in touch about how we will celebrate, what graduation might look like in the future, our Quinlan party that Dean Stevens talked about, and anything else you might want to know about. Thank you for being with us today.